Right now, your limiting beliefs are greatly affecting your business, and it's taken away from how much money you're putting into your pocket. So we're going to take this video and we're going to break them down in detail so you can have a big change and you can turn around your business overnight. Something that was really a big hindrance for me, and the reason why I bring this up is because I've been there. I've been one of those people who are hindered by my limiting beliefs. I actually worked for many years before ever doing real estate as a dating coach. And something that I worked with a lot of clients on is where their mindset was in relation to the opposite sex, and also with where they were in terms of what they thought they were capable of doing in their life outside of relationships, right? This is also relating to what they think they're capable of in their real estate journey, what they think they're capable of in business, what they think they're capable of in terms of what car they feel they deserve. All these are affected by the beliefs that we carry. Something that's really important to know about beliefs in general, beliefs either hurt you or they help you. There's no other answer or no other statement to be said about beliefs. There are no right and wrong beliefs. They're just simply beliefs that hinder you and beliefs that help you. So some of those hindering beliefs right now have to do with your money goals. Some of you, and I know that again, I was one of those people, have really negative beliefs associated with money. The reason why I bring this up is because this is really important, and it's going to hinder what you ultimately do with your business and how much money you make. So if you are somebody that has a lot of limiting beliefs around money and you think money is evil and the people who make a lot of money are evil, you're going to have a hard time being successful in your business because you're going to feel that the money that you make needs to just be enough to get by. And you're never going to have any surplus because of how much your beliefs are affecting what's going into your pocket. Now, if you were to look at beliefs and look at the limiting beliefs associated with the money and change them, I can assure you, you'll instantly have a big change in your business. Because they always say, like, the guy who believes something is true and the guy who believes something is false, both of them are correct. And the reason why they're correct is because you would be surprised at how much what you believe comes into fruition in your real life. Happens when it comes to your weight, happens when it comes to your relationships, happens when it comes to business and the life that you live. Now, if you are somebody that is looking to change that and you're like, I don't like these beliefs that I have, but I do have them, then something that you can do for yourself is something called the Limiting Belief Thought Journal. And what that is this is not any kind of self-help bullshit where you're just like, I'm awesome, I have great beliefs. Your mind's not going to believe that because it's going to know that this is corny. Instead, what you're going to look to do is you want to take some of the negative wind out of that sail. And the way that you do that is you think about it from the inverse. So if you are someone who thinks that money is evil, then you can inversely say that money is equally great. Now, the reason why I say you want to bring up the inverse is because you want to be able to show people, not even show people, show yourself that belief is limiting you. So when it comes to that belief, remember, there's no right and wrong belief. It doesn't exist. Does your belief help you? Does your belief hinder you? That's it. There's nothing else to be said about beliefs. So if you have the belief that says money is evil, then you can equally have the belief that says money is great. Now, if you listen to the belief that says money is great and you go, that's bullshit, I don't believe that, absolutely not, then you can equally say your belief regarding money is evil, equally bullshit, equally nonsense, equally foolishness. And the reason why I bring that up is because, again, you want to take some of that negative wind out of that sail. And the only way you're going to be able to effectively take that negative wind out of that sail is to get back to zero. Right? Again, this is not that self-help like BS where you're like, I'm great. No, money is awesome. You're not going to believe it. You're going to believe that that's foolishness. But if you were to actually just see the inverse of your belief and challenge that, then you should equally be able to challenge your belief, since it's just, does it help you or does it hurt you? So that's one great benefit to being able to look at it from that standpoint, so you can start challenging it. Once you start to challenge your belief to the point where you get back to zero, now you can have healthier beliefs associated with it. So where before, if you'd have made too much money, which you weren't going to because your belief would have hindered you from making a lot of money, but now you at least have an opportunity to make more money because you won't have that belief hanging over your head. That's going to be the cap or the ceiling to how much money that you make. So something else that's really important to realize is that when it comes to beliefs is that we have neural nets that connect in our brain, and those neural nets fire when every time one of those beliefs get ignited. So And mind you, I'm going to paraphrase here because I'm not someone who specializes in the brain and I don't have all the understandings with the brain, but I can tell you at least some of the general processes on how it actually works. So once that belief is solidified in your brain, it's much harder for that neural net to break. So what you're doing by taking some of that negative wind out of the sail, we want to try to break that neural net so that we can now form healthier beliefs. Those healthier beliefs are what's going to actually be used to carry us to do a little bit more. So I'm going to give you guys an example that's tangential in terms of beliefs and what happens, because this relates to what I used to do a long time ago. I used to have a student. My student was of Indian descent, and he came from a belief pattern that said that he could never date someone that was Caucasian. And the reason why I believe that is because for him in his culture, he was a dark-skinned Indian guy. And as a dark-skinned Indian guy, he felt, and because of his culture and what their culture stated, that any fair-skinned person were considered higher value. They were considered better than them. As a result, when he came to the US and he was looking to date, he had a hard time dating Caucasians because they were that much fairer skinned. So for him, no matter what I told him, like, hey, you could talk like this. Hey, you could show your confidence. Hey, you could do this. Think about what happens to your brain. It doesn't matter what information that you share or what they do. If the belief in his mind is that I'll never be able to get this, who cares what you're told? Who cares what you do? Because it's irrelevant. In your mind, it's already not possible. So if it's not possible, why bother? He was one of the people that we had to take over time and start to take some of the negative wind out of that sail. Here's how we did it. I asked him very simply, have you ever been in a situation where you saw an Indian guy with a Caucasian girl? And he's like, yeah, I have. I was like, excellent. Every time you see that situation, I want you to write it down. And the reason why I want you to write it down is because it is in direct conflict with where your brain is. And another thing that's really important behind that as well is that initially your mind's going to want to fight that belief, because your mind doesn't want to see evidence to the contrary. It'll just guess against it. Imagine if you saw somebody walk on water. You'd be like, bullshit, that's fake. Where are the cameras? There's a net under the water. That's initially what's going to happen, because again, your mind doesn't want it. If your mind believes something very solidly and believes something to be true, it's going to automatically jump to the conclusion that everything that is contrary to it is nonsense. So initially, when you have something like that happens, your mind's going to go against it. But imagine if you saw 50 people walk on water in different scenarios and different situations. You're telling me that 100% of those people are also got nets or cameras around? Is it possible? Sure. But the more evidence you feed your brain that counteracts your negative belief, the more you're going to be able to rewrite some of those beliefs inside your head to have healthier beliefs. The healthier your beliefs get, the easier the time it's going to get for you to now create those healthy beliefs so that you can now have those positive experiences that are going to help you. Again, only two kind of beliefs, the ones that help you and the ones that hinder you. But the more you have that reinforced with positive beliefs, ones that counteract your shit beliefs, now you're actually going to be able to progress or do more and form those healthy beliefs so that you can believe them for yourself. Here's something that ended up happening over the course of about 2 years, and it took a long time. So don't think that this is just something that's just going to happen right away. You need to have enough experiences where things are healthy, where you can actually see the contrary to that bad belief so that you can form a healthier belief. Over the course of 2 years, my friend had gone through enough changes, enough development, enough time spent seeing the contrary, and enough positive influences, talking to Caucasians and going on dates with them and having them reinforce to him like, wow, you've been the guy that I've been waiting for all this time. That now formed a positive belief pattern in his mind to now no longer have a belief that says, I can't be with somebody that's Caucasian. Instead, he now has the inverse belief where he's like, wow, this is all that I can be with now is people who are Caucasians, because he spent so much time going down the opposite path. And the reason why I like to use these extremes is because the same thing is happening right now in your business. And if you are someone who then has that belief that I'll never be able to make it in business, I can't do this, this is too hard, money is evil, you're going to have a very difficult time being successful. So if you're looking to change your limiting beliefs right now, start working on taking some of that negative wind out of the sail so you can start having some benefits in your business today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this, and turn on those bell notifications so you're the first ones to know about any new video that drops. So until next time, I'll catch you in the next video.